Hi everybody, Anthony Fletcher here. Thanks for coming to my video. Today we're going to talk about the process of purchasing a house, and we're going to try to do it under 4 minutes. So let's get started. Here we have a buyer, which is you, and you're looking about buying a house. So you'll connect with a real estate agent that's called a buyer's agent. And that's just a term as far as what they do is they represent you. You'll also talk to a lender, and that lender will review your income, assets, documentation, and determine how much money you'll be approved for in order to buy a house. They'll create what they call a pre-approval letter. And that pre-approval letter will then be given to you so you can take it shopping for a house. Over here we have a seller. That seller is also represented by a realtor, and that's called a listing agent. And that listing agent will be out there, and that listing agent will market that house. So you come across and you really like this house. This guy here will go ahead and create what they call a purchase agreement and an offer. And they'll send that offer over to the listing agent. That listing agent will then in turn review that with the seller. And they'll decide whether or not to accept the offer, or they could reject the offer, or they could counter the offer, which means they like most of the conditions, but there may be one or two things that you want that they don't want to do. So they can go back and forth until you agree. And then once that agreement is done, then the offer is sent down and signed to the escrow agent. An escrow agent is a third-party independent company that represents nobody, but is in charge of handling the title and handling the money and distributing everything correctly once the loan and everything is funded. Now, the lender will get a copy of this purchase agreement too, and also the title company will send them what they call a title report, which is a title report is basically a history of the property. So the lender knows who needs to be paid off and everything like that in order to get the title into your name, the buyer. Now, once that is done also, the buyer, you will send in what they call an earnest money. And an earnest money is basically a small little amount, usually 1 or 2% of the purchase price. And what it is basically represents you that you're going to go out there in good faith to go buy and get the paperwork done to complete and buy this house. Now, once that's done, you'll go ahead and order what they call inspections. Now, the inspections could be a roof inspection, a property inspection. It's optional usually, and there's several other type of inspections you can do as well. They'll come out on you have to pay them, but they'll come out, review the inspection, review the property, and then go over that with you. And then if you like the house and everything is working out great, that's terrific. But sometimes there's a few things that need to be fixed. And so you might send an addendum back over to the listing agent, and that listing agent will then review with the seller and determine whether or not they want to fix it. Let's say, for example, they fix the items and everything is good. Now, the next part will happen is that you need to go get homeowners insurance for the property. So you'll go out and do that. And then after about 20 days, the lender will be done with the loan. They'll send documents over here to the title company for you to sign. Then you'll schedule in a time to go in and actually bring the rest of your down payment money, and you'll bring in that and go and sign those documents. The seller will then go in and sign as well. And then finally, on the very last day, which is usually the 29th to 30th day of the transaction, what will happen is the lender will review the documents, and then they'll send in the rest of their money. And that way, the title company can distribute the money correctly. And then what they'll do is they'll transfer the title of the house to your name. There you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. And hopefully I'll see you again in some more of my videos. Take care now. Look forward to your comments too. Bye now.